Okay, that's not good. This test isn't working too well. Got to keep checking things until we get it right. Oh, that's not bad. It's a bit better. Not massively better, but a lot better than what it was. So it looks like a Ryzen 3900X is capable of doing it. So once you press the start stream button, it will do a lag spike for a second. It'll say skip frames due to encoding lag, and it only hits about 23, and then it stops. No more after that. So this is on the setting of 10. So that makes me think I've got to go to 11 to get it to stream at this bit rate. Gonna go test this on the phone just to see if there's a difference. Mainly this is testing to see if these CPUs can do it viably yet. Close. There's a bit of a lag, but what's the bit rate giving us? So for this test, we're looking at the OBS beta using the CPU to encode AV1. Graphics cards are definitely going to be the best for this, so that's why I'm going to be doing testing. To run this, you got to use pretty low settings. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Servers is probably still down. Yeah, still down. Quality is definitely there. It's performing quite well quality-wise. Yeah, it's a shame the server's down. Otherwise, I would have been able to muck around a bit more. Um, So we're looking at skipped frames due to encoding lag 465 of a total of 17,000 frames, so that's not too bad. We're aiming for none, so this is something I've got to keep in mind. Network's nothing. There's 0 drop frames on the network. I wonder how much lower you can get the bitrate before it becomes a problem and looks. I reckon 3.5 could do it, even 2. But I reckon that's the point when it'll start messing with the encoding speeds. Let's have a look. Okay, this is now speed 11. I've set the bitrate to 3000 bitrate at 1080. That looks pretty impressive. And I've got 0 skipped frames due to render encoding lag, so 11 could be the winner for a Ryzen CPU. This is quite impressive. If you're just doing video game streaming, this quite well could do the job. If you don't have an RTX card of a 40 series or whatever, this might be sufficient. It's saying I'm getting 60 FPS, 0.7 ms. I haven't started playing a game yet. That'll be the deciding factor of whether you can actually stream on a 12-core CPU using AV1 encoder. That's what I'm using, AV1. I've done it as a CPU render for a video project. It looks beautiful. But this is an interesting challenge here. 3000 bitrate that looks better than 6000. Or the phone at least does. This is on my phone. I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm going to open up the browser and have it muted and have a look that way. Just giving it a bit more time for a chance of an error. Switch channels. Let's just see how this looks on the 1080. That actually looks pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. For a CPU encode on new technology like this, or new software, this beta one looks really good. This would be the one I'd mess around on instead of streaming on Twitch until they bring it out. Then once they've brought it out, I could probably stream over there at 3000 bitrate and save a hell of a lot of resources getting my content out. This looks pretty good. I've got to play a game and I've got to get it to run. Oh, come on. Is Classic up? That'd be a really easy game to stream because it's classic. Wouldn't take much resources. Yep, it's up. It throws you on a PvP realm. Season of Mastery normal. Not on my hardcore characters, but worthwhile having a look. Not PvP realm. I want the PvE realm for now. I might actually start a AU server PvE realm character. And being Alliance is the only one that has paladins in that, I might actually make an Alliance. I like the start zone for the Night Elf Hunter. If I want to really go for it, though, I'd probably play the Druid. And switch the streamer to a different game. Game capture properties. Not going to have special things on this. Just doing a testing to see if the stream can run whilst it's running the game. And get the resolution sorted out too. Custom resolution 1920 by 1080 please for the stream. There we go. Yep. Is it stretching it? Yep, it is. Transform. Yep. So far, guys, it's actually not having a single problem. So we're not dropping any frames. No skipped frames due to encoding lag. No missing. Looks like we'll be able to do it. And that's a good thing. Good news is the other one's servers are back up. That's something. They're not launched yet, but they're listed up there so you can see them. Good thing Classic's still up. Or they've just finished restarting these. I'll play this one in hardcore style. Dies, I delete it. At least it's on my home server for Australia. And we're on 27 ms. That's the kind of latency I like when I'm playing hardcore style games, but a lot of us are playing on Bloodsail Buccaneers because more people. Not doing this to make money, just messing around, seeing how good the new encoder is. $3,000 bitrate's insane. Like, if you can stream gameplay footage at this bitrate and focus on audio quality, I can't see how you can't do this. A first character for hardcore should always be a druid, I reckon, in a way, because you get to play everything. 3 different characters in one. Where's my chat box? I'm going to put the chat box to the side of the game so I can see it. Might help. That's actually incredible. CPU, keeping up, not dropping frames. I've always wanted to get this to work. New beta version is actually enabling it for the YouTube channels. It's only going to be time until we can see this over on Twitch as well. Come on. That sucks. A level 18 died. My mage over on Bloodsail Buccaneers got to level 17. It's a Frost Mage because I haven't been playing mages in a long time. I'm not that good with them yet. So I made a Frost Mage to muck around with just to see what they're like in Classic, and they're pretty good. Once they start making their own mana, you don't have to sit down all the... Yeah, you do have to sit down all the time. But you don't have to sit there relying on going to the vendor all the time for mana drinks. You just make them yourself. That's probably the best part about them. This is really good. This is going to give a lot more people that want to get into streaming a lower bitrate stress. So if they're not on the best internet they can get, or it is the best they can get, and it just can't do 6K bitrate, this looks good enough for 1080-60. This is 1080-60 doing this. At 3000. This would look like absolute crap at 3000 bitrate on 264. I know, because I've done it. I did CPU encoding. The best I could get CPU to do was X264, but at about 4500 to 5000, it looked okay. But the graphics card was just fine on its own, like more capable of doing the job. But it just shows you CPUs can still kick ass. And eventually they will catch up where they can do the job just as good. Like, CPUs are amazing. You got the CPU core count, you're just going to have to use a lower setting. Whereas the graphics cards will probably be able to do it at the low latency settings, even whilst they're set to a higher bitrate, not bitrate, quality preset. And what are we doing now? Picking up more quests. I think I might actually do hardcore playthroughs where I just play it on here and then I'll just stream it. That way I'm just going to do it rather than not doing anything at all. And this will be the one I play all the way to level 60 and I'll only stream it on here. Could be the way. Okay, much used to be my hunter character name. Funny that I'm doing it on a druid. Spent a lot of time in WoW over the years. Retail's been good. Won't say it wasn't. But I have lost touch with the game quite a lot. I think the druid one's right up the top of all this, if I remember correctly. Could be the right spot. Priest. Yeah, I knew it was. It's right up the top. I think hunters were up the top too, from what I remember. I might go and complete this chain of quests and then come over and do that later. So I don't think it's all that important. Pulling them all up together and turning them in is much better than just running up there for no reason. Alright, go up here and do this. Not bad, not bad. 38 skipped frames in all this time. Not even something you'd worry about. Alright guys, that concludes the test. It's pretty good. Really looking forward to seeing how this goes next time I actually get time to focus on it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what the next one holds for us. I've got to go to bed. Thanks guys.